Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
It's always annoying when you're starting to date somebody new and then one of your exes approaches them and starts telling them all kinds of lies about you.
Oh my God, that's not just
Like, I know
annoying.
I've had that happen to me a few times where I've been dating somebody new and then my ex will approach them and be like, oh, you're dating Jubal. He's such a thoughtful and good lover. And that is obviously a lie. And that's kind of what happened to Chris, who's on the phone for a second date update today. One of his exes tried to hate on him, and that's why he thinks the girl is not calling him back. Chris, how are you?
I'm all right, Jubal. How are you today?
I'm good, man. Thank you for your email. I read it, and it, outraged me at what your ex-girlfriend did to you. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it was bullshit, man. I mean, I had a great. I'm sorry. Can I say that?
Yeah. Yeah. Before we get into what your ex-girlfriend did to you, first, tell us about the girl that you want to call today.
So her name's Heather, and we met through mutual friends. And man, she's just cute. She's sweet. I'd seen her picture, and I met her at a party. And my buddy introduced us, and like the perfect girl. I kind of like short brunettes, and she's short and brunette and really attractive and fun and just, I don't know, really witty and kind of challenged me. There's something about this girl.
You're right. She sounds like perfection to me. Short, brunette, and really witty. So, what'd you guys do on your date?
We went out for dessert. There's a really cool gelato place that reminds me a lot of, I don't know, like the perfect date from a romantic comedy. I know that kind of sounds silly. I'm a guy, it shouldn't matter, but I think people are more relaxed around dessert. And we went and had gelato. It was so much fun.
I think that's a perfect date, too.
It wasn't a romantic comedy, but I did get a kiss at the end of the night. We had fun. I went home. I was kind of floating on a cloud, and then I can't get her to call me back.
Okay.
And you think the reason she's not calling you back is because of what happened later that night when you got home, right?
That's the only thing I can figure out. I logged onto Facebook, and the guy had checked us in at the gelato place. I wanted the friend who had introduced us to know that we were out on a date, and I'm not going to lie, the girl was really cute. I was proud of being on a date with her and wanted people to see it. And so I had tagged her on Facebook, and all of a sudden I looked down, and first off, my ex-girlfriend had liked the post, which is always scary.
That's so
That's
creepy.
weird.
And she commented on it as well, and I think the comments might be why she's not calling me back.
Is your ex-girlfriend just crazy?
Oh, she's a crazy man. Let me tell you, I don't have a clue why I mean, she was cute, but she was insane.
It sounds like it, especially from what you put in your email that she said in the comments section. Why don't you tell everybody what she said?
So the first post was, "Congrats, Chris. Looks like you found a new bucktooth to mess around with."
Are you kidding me? She said that on your comment section?
That was the first one.
Did you delete it immediately?
I deleted it immediately, but there were also two more under that I didn't see until I got home.
Why have you not blocked your ex from your Facebook page?
Well, I've blocked her now. I mean, I didn't realize she was as nuts as she actually is, but holy shit. Yeah, it was, the second two weren't any better than the first.
So after she called her a bucktooth, what else did she have to say?
The second one said, "Are you going to ignore and manipulate this one too?"
Oh, whoa.
Did you like that one and just underneath that put yes?
No, I deleted it, but the worst one may have been the one that she directed specifically at Heather. And it just said, "Hey girl, let me tell you, fair warning from someone who's been there, one word, herpes."
Is that
But
true?
before I say that this is a horrible thing, Chris, do you have herpes?
No, I don't have herpes.
Well,
Okay, I
good.
just want to make sure. I didn't know if she was saying a truthful statement or if she was lying about you.
No, she's just crazy.
Chris,
So you deleted the comments, but you think that Heather still might have seen them.
That's the only reason I can figure out that she won't call me back.
oh my God, I
Okay,
would
yeah.
have nothing to do with you if I saw exes leave comments like that.
Yeah, that's understandable, because even if she thinks that she's lying about the herpes and stuff, which I'm still not fully on your side, Chris, I don't know if that's true or not. But even if she didn't believe that, just the fact that you have a crazy ex like that is enough to scare anybody away.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so concerned. I think she saw the Facebook page and she saw that, she read it and said, that guy's kryptonite. I don't want anything to do with him. That's why I need your help. The date went well. Things are going well. And I don't have herpes.
I like that that's
right,
how you can defend yourself.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on this. That's probably why she's not calling you back. I'm guessing she saw them or somebody she knows saw them and told her about the messages.
Chris, you sound like a nice guy, but did you do something really bad to this girl to make her so bitter and angry?
No, I mean, like, I don't really know how to break up with a girl. And so I kind of just got aloof and distant. And she'd send me text messages, and I just slowly but surely not return them to the point that she broke up with me.
Okay, so she's just bitter.
Yeah.
She's just bitter.
All right, well, we're going to play a song, come back, call Heather, and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second part of the second date update, Chris is on the phone with us. He thinks he's not getting a call back because of a crazy ex-girlfriend. He went out with this girl named Heather. They had a good time, even ended the evening with a kiss. But then when he went back home after the date, he checked his Facebook, and in the comments section, his ex-girlfriend left a bunch of mean comments. Things like, congrats, Chris. Looks like you found some new bucktooth to mess around with.
Oh my gosh.
And that's just one of them. I guess she also said, are you going to ignore and manipulate this one too? Oh. And then to top it all off, her last comment was, hey girl, let me give you fair warning from someone who's been there. One word, herpes in all caps. So Chris is guessing that Heather saw that and is like, yeah, I don't want to go out with this guy anymore. Chris, I didn't ask you this. How long has it been since you've heard from her?
It's 4 days.
And you didn't hear anything back after that last kiss?
No, I mean, we kissed and we made plans that we would chat the next day, and then nothing.
All right, well, I'm going to dial the phone right now, get her on the phone, and get your second date update. You ready?
All right, thanks.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
May I speak to Heather, please?
this is.
Hey, Heather, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
The radio show?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
No?
Maybe?
Do you know who I am, or are you pretending?
Yeah, I've heard of you guys, yeah.
Okay, all right. So have you ever listened to the show?
Like maybe on accident.
That's
You know
the
what?
best
That's the way
response ever.
most people listen anyway, so congratulations. So that's awesome. Hey, I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. It's where you go out on a date with somebody, and then if you end up not calling them back after that date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask if something went wrong. We recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Uh-oh.
His name is Chris. You guys went out for gelato.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Well, Chris has been trying to get a hold of you, and he's wondering why you're not calling him back.
Oh, God. Oh, God, I feel so horrible. He honestly thinks I'm blowing him off.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He
Okay.
thinks that you want nothing to do with him.
Oh, God. I lost my phone. Like, I lost my phone, like, 4 days ago or something, and I just got it today. Like, literally, like, 3 hours ago, I just got a new phone.
That's not even
Oh.
a lie.
I've just been, like, trying to put all my contacts back on it and everything, and, oh, I feel
So-
so horrible that he thinks that.
So are you saying you're not blowing him off?
No, oh my God, no. I had a great time. I was
Oh.
planning on calling him, like, later today once I got all my contacts back and everything.
Well, that's pretty anticlimactic. I was hoping you had something terrible to say about him, but
Oh, no. Sorry
Oh.
to disappoint you. I really liked him. We had a great time.
Oh, that's so cute.
well, in that case,
Could you, like, email him or call him and tell him that I will be calling him later tonight?
I could do that, but why don't you just do it yourself? Because Chris is actually on the other line listening.
Hey, Heather.
What? Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry to put you on the radio and have these guys call you. We had such a great date. I mean, we ended it. We said we'd call each other, and then I didn't text or email. I didn't get anything, and just worried you didn't want to go on a date again. I really like you. I'd like to go on a second date.
Oh God, I'm so sorry that this happened. I lost my phone, and it's like my whole world got messed up. I'm so sorry that you thought that. And yes, I would totally love to go on a second date with you.
Heather, are you sure you want to go on a second date with someone who would just jump to conclusions like that you never wanted to talk to them again after 4 days?
I might have done the same thing, honestly. I don't know.
Give me something. This is like the nicest second date update ever.
I mean, you guys are supposed to be helping me out here, guys.
It's just, usually something dramatic happens, and this is kind of boring.
Well, I mean, I don't really have any issues. I mean, I guess the more exciting part of this is that, like, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but, we had a good time. And
Heather, you don't even understand the things that we hear in these second date updates from time to time. Like, sometimes there was this one guy that we did a second date update with who went on a date with a girl, and then he checked them in somewhere.
Don't
And
do this.
when he got back to the house, there were like comments from his ex-girlfriend, like calling the girl a and saying that he had herpes and stuff like that. Like, we've done second date updates where that's happened.
oh
Isn't that
my
crazy?
God, that's horrible.
Yeah,
that is drama that I would definitely want to avoid. That's horrible.
Yeah, can you
that-
believe that, Chris? I didn't tell you that story, did I?
No,
It's a
that's
crazy one.
really bad. But Heather, should we go ahead and start setting up for a second date?
No, wait, but before we get into that, I want to tell Heather this story because it's like, I couldn't believe it when we did that second date update a while ago where that guy was talking about his crazy ex commenting on his Facebook like that. I mean, Heather, could you imagine if that happened to you? You'd probably never want to date that guy, huh?
Yeah, definitely not. I would not want to be in that nightmare situation.
Yeah, I think most people wouldn't want to be. I mean, with a crazy ex like that and then like claiming that the guy has herpes.
Oh my God, what? Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, that's another thing she said.
In that guy's defense, what if none of that was true? Like, I'm just standing up for that guy. What if none of that was real?
Oh, you just standing
Yeah.
up for that guy, huh, Chris?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I didn't hear that second date update, but I mean, if none of that's true and he doesn't have herpes and the girl's just crazy, it doesn't make him a bad guy.
You know what, Chris? That doesn't even matter. It still means that he's attached to some kind of psycho ex that could do crazy to you later on. You know what I mean, Heather?
Oh yeah, I mean they make movies about it, so
Yeah, they do. It's a good thing that this second date update didn't end up like that, Heather. I'm really happy.
Oh, good. Me too.
Yeah, and it's cool that we could reconnect you guys. This is like the first positive second date update we've had in a while. That leads me to my question. Would you like to go out on a second date with Chris? I will pay for it.
Oh, well, I was going to go out with him anyway, but if you're going to pay for it too, that's awesome.
Chris, you got your second date, man. Way to go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris, isn't there anything else that you want to tell her before we let her go?
No.
I remember you saying-
No, I mean, I'm excited for our second date, and I really am sorry I put her on the radio.
I thought there was something else, though.
That she has beautiful eyes, that we had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see her again.
Okay, yeah, that was it. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking about something else.
You seal the deal, Chris. You seal the deal. It's good. You're good.
Well, congratulations, Heather and Chris. I hope you guys enjoy your evening out.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thanks, guys.
and take care, Heather, because it could be your last.
You're funny. I don't even know what that means.
Okay, you will. You will. All right, guys, have a good one.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'm just going to start today's second date update by reading you the email that we got. It says, Jubal, I'm emailing you because there are 3 things that you should never break. 1 is trust.
Yeah.
2 is promises.
Okay.
And 3 is hearts. And the girl that I want to call for a second date update broke my heart, and I want to talk to her about it. So
Sad.
let's not waste any more time. We've got a broken heart emergency. His name is Danny. Danny, what's up?
Hey guys, thanks so much for reading my email. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, Danny. I mean, it's pretty dramatic email, man, if you've only gone out on one date with a person.
Well, I think a lot of people know that love is something that you can't wait for. It's something that you feel. It's a feeling, and I felt it with Jennifer.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
We're just dropping that right out the gate. Okay.
I know I could be a sappy romantic. I really do know that, but I do believe that, like, love is just something that you have to go for. And I knew that the moment I met her, that she was the one.
Wow. Okay, well.
Crap.
Hey,
Whoa.
when you know,
Overwhelmed.
you know.
I'm
I agree.
overwhelmed. Okay.
So maybe Jennifer was overwhelmed too. Well, how did she break your heart? And how's your heart doing, by the way? Is it mending at all?
I'm doing okay. You know, I think that there's still hope. I think when we look back on this, we'll be like, you know, this is how we all started. You know, this is like the foundation of our relationship.
Yeah,
So,
man,
wait.
you gotta keep going.
What
Try
did
it.
what did you do on your date that made you feel like she was the one?
Well, and actually, I knew from the moment I met her. I actually met at a grocery store, and at the moment I saw her, I was at the checkout line, and we just kept making eyes at each other, and I let her go in front of me, and when she was leaving, I ran out after her, and I told her, like, oh, you forgot something. I handed her a cucumber, and she's like, oh, that's not mine. And then I was like,
Okay,
oh.
well, that could have been taken the wrong way.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, in hindsight, it's probably not my best, but I thought it was cute. And then I handed her a piece of paper that had my phone number on it, and she thought that was really cool, and she actually called me later.
Very nice.
Well, look at that. She fell for the old cucumber trick. Many women do, sir.
You're like, well, there's a lot more where that came from at my house. You should call me up. I got unlimited cucumbers, if that's what you're into. So she called you, and what did you guys do? Did you actually go out, or did she just break your heart over the phone?
Well, we actually did go out. We went to a really nice restaurant. We had a really nice, well, I guess, like, it was a really nice first half of the meal because my heart was telling me I had to be brave like the Knights of the Round Table, and I just got so full of, like, energy, and I just, like, halfway through the day, I got down on one knee and asked her to go out on another date.
What?
Whoa, on a knee though?
No, why would you do that?
That's a lot.
God, you're ruining everything.
I thought it would be really cute, and then I realized when I was in the moment, like, uh-oh, this probably looks like I'm proposing.
Yeah.
It's probably really weird, but but like with love, like, you have to, like, just go for it. I felt like I had to be brave about it, and I had to just, like, make a nice gesture for her.
But why?
All right, and did she seem okay with your proposal for another date?
No, she got really quiet, and and I sat back down, and she said we can talk about this after the date.
Oh.
And did you?
Not really. Like, I'm about to say goodbye, and I didn't even get a kiss. We just hugged, and then she drove away, and I just kind of sat there watching her leave.
Oh man.
I'll be honest with you guys. I had tears in my eyes. Like, I felt like I had really messed up, and I saw her driving away, and as I was, like, starting to cry, I realized, like, I could fix this. Like, this is the story that we're going to tell our children one day, you know? Like, this is a story that love never quits. You have to fight for it. Like, no matter what, it's worth fighting for, and we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this.
All right.
Danny,
I like
that's
that
a lot.
attitude.
It's a lot of resolve there, sir.
And have you talked to her at all since that day?
We haven't talked in, like, you know, we haven't made conversation, but I've actually been leaving her, like, really cute messages
Oh,
and
no.
like a couple of poems and stuff like that.
Oh, boy.
Okay, Danny, listen. I'm just going to be upfront with you. You're freaking this girl out, man. Like, I believe in love. I think love is a beautiful thing, but you don't even know her.
I do know her. What? Have you ever been in love?
Yeah.
I knew.
Yes. I've been in love. And, you know, I had a really, you know, amazing first meeting with my husband that later turned out to be my husband, but I just wanted to get him naked. I mean, that first meeting, there's a lot of different emotions that can be confused, right?
Okay, I think you're mixing up love with one night stand, because this is real. What I'm feeling is love. You probably haven't experienced that. This is something that's real. It's raw for me. It's something authentic.
Well, we've been married for 5 years and are 2 kids deep, but whatever.
All right, Danny. Well, let's not waste any more time. You said love is worth fighting for, so let's do it. Let's call her up and see if Jennifer wants to fight.
That's right. I think we're both fighters ready to fight for love, guys. Let's keep this
All
going.
right.
We got this.
Good attitude.
We'll play a song, come back, and challenge her to a fight in your second date update. Right after this, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, Danny is on the phone.
Hey, guys.
And there's really no recap that I could give his first date other than to play this song and say, Danny, I'm sorry, but sometimes love is just painful, you know?
Hi guys, look, thank you so much for taking a chance with me. Honestly, if you can get Jennifer on the phone, I'm going to be a full-time listener, and I'm honestly, if we figure this out, like, I'm going to be telling my kids that Jewel and Brooke, like, help bind our relationship, help make it concrete, so thank you so much.
No problem. Maybe you can name your firstborn Brooke and Jubal in the morning or something like that. That'd be awesome. Danny, if you haven't heard the first part, went out on a date with a girl named Jennifer that he met at the grocery store, and Danny is convinced that he is in love with her and she is the one for him. Even in the middle of their date, he got down on one knee to propose another date, not to propose marriage, but that kind of weirded her out, and then she left with just a hug, and he hasn't really talked to her since, and he's hurting right now, and our job is to help him not hurt anymore and see if we can get her to put his broken heart back together.
Now remember, guys, there's 3 things that you can never break. It's trust, promise, and heart.
Yes.
Well, you can. It just hurts. I mean, people get broken hearts all the time, Danny, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it shouldn't happen.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
buddy.
Totally.
Well, we'll get her on the phone, Danny, and I really want this to work for you, but I promise you one thing. If we don't get you a second date, then you and I will get together, and I'll put you through an intensive course of how to shut off your emotions so your heart never gets hurt, okay? Because I'm good at that.
Okay, thanks.
Bury them deep.
All right, here we go. I'm going to dial her number and see if we can get her on the phone.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Jennifer?
This is Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. I've never heard of you.
That's fine, but I have heard of you and a lot of really good things about you.
What is going on here? I've got things I need to do today.
Okay, well, we'll get you off the phone really quickly. I just want to talk to you because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you. His name is Danny, and you and Danny went out on a date, and Danny adores you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not him.
Yeah.
Whoa, you really
Oh, my
likes
God.
you.
Now he's using the radio to get a hold of me. Jesus.
You're a little sick of Danny, aren't you?
I never should have gone out with him.
What?
Well, and why do you say that? I mean, we actually talked to him about your date because he emailed us, really wanted us to get a hold of you. We talked to him, and he seems a bit over the top when it comes to his emotions, but doesn't seem like a bad dude.
But he's over the top. He's too much. He's ridiculous. Did he tell you what he did?
Are you talking about when he dropped down to one knee?
Yeah, it was so embarrassing.
What was going through your head when that happened?
I was thinking, holy crap, is this guy proposing to me? I've known him for an hour.
Yeah, that's understandable to get a little scared about that.
I've never. I mean, he was like, I would be honored to go out with you on a second date. Will you please join me? Like, it was so strange. It felt like I was in, like, a play.
So, I mean, before that, did you like him?
I mean, when we first met, he seemed cool, but I don't know, it just started to get a little bit strange. He started talking about how many kids he wants and, like, marriage and things you don't really talk about on the first date.
Oh, I don't know, Jennifer. I feel like that's the normal progression of a first date, isn't it? You start with hi, and then you end with how many kids you're going to have?
Yeah, no, it freaked me out.
Okay.
It's pretty understandable.
And now my family's involved with it. Of all the things, I just wanted to get this guy off my back and never see him again, and now my mother and father are involved in it.
How are your mother and father involved?
You guys don't know that? Yeah, he called them. He called my parents.
Oh, he called.
What?
I did not give him their number.
What?
Let's keep that. Yeah, he found them. He found them like a crazy stalker.
Oh.
He was texting me every day, sending me poems. He sent me a sonnet by Shakespeare, and I was ignoring him for days, okay? And then all of a sudden, my mother called me, and she said, well, you know, Jennifer, you are getting a little bit older. I think it is time to start a family. And I said, what the hell are you talking about, Mom? And she said, well, this very nice boy, Danny, ended up calling me.
Wait.
And I said, what are you talking about? I didn't give him your number. And she said, oh, he seems like a sweet boy, very old-fashioned. Reminds me of your father.
No.
Wow.
He actually got your parents on his side, too?
Yes. She said he reminded her of my father. And she said, we only knew each other for 2 weeks before we got engaged. And it's, oh, look, you guys have only known each other for 2 weeks, too. You should get engaged. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Everyone has lost their mind.
I'm the only sane person right now.
No, Jennifer, that's not true. I'm sane also. It's Danny.
What is going on? Why is he on the phone right now?
Well, Jennifer, that's the way this works. Danny is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Has he been listening to this whole conversation?
Yeah, he
I
is.
heard everything. Look, your parents, they are an example of pure love, and I want to have that kind of relationship with you.
I didn't give you their phone number. I never gave you permission to call my parents. That's the issue. I don't care what my parents say. I don't care what you say. You found my parents' number and called them and tried to, ask my father's permission to, be with me. That's weird.
It's weird.
No, guys, look, honestly, Jennifer, I would go to the ends of the earth to find you. You didn't respond
You've
to any
known
of my
me for an
emails,
hour.
my voicemails.
What? You've known me for an hour. What is this, Romeo and Juliet? We're adults. We're. This is the real world. I don't even know who you are. You don't even know my birthday. Or maybe you do because you looked it up.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he doesn't know anything at this point if he had your parents' phone number and called them.
Look, Jennifer, I'm not a crazy guy. Everything I did that night, I did it because I thought it would make you feel special. And, okay, I got a little excited when I got down on one knee and asked you for another date, but I wanted to be there for you. I want to be that emblem for you. I want to be someone who makes you feel special. The world's crazy, and if one person can make you feel like you're something more than just what everyone else experiences, isn't that worth it? Isn't that worth fighting for?
I appreciate what you're saying. You're very sweet. You're a nice guy, but it's too much for me, man. I don't know what I can't. I'm so sorry, but it's making me uncomfortable. You don't want to make me uncomfortable, do you?
No, that's complete opposite of what I want to do. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what
I'm
you're
just trying
doing.
to follow my heart.
Okay, well, follow your heart with someone else, please.
Danny, I thought you were going to try to dial it back, man.
Okay, Jennifer, fine. This is the last thing I will ever say to you. Look, there's 3 things I would never break. And that's I would never break your trust. I would never break your promise. And I would never break your heart.
Yeah.
I swear I can tone it back. I just got really excited because I wanted to make you feel special.
Well, how about this, Jennifer? Would you like to go out on a second date with Danny? I'm not down on one knee, but I'm over the phone. But we will pay for that date. Would you go out with him one more time?
No. No, 1,000 times no, to use some poetry.
Jennifer, you heard the 3 things you should never break part, right?
Oh, yes. And, dude, you already broke my trust because you contacted my parents without me giving you permission or their phone number. That's kind of the definition of trust.
I just thought I didn't mean to break.
No, I don't need to hear from you ever again.
Everything.
Nope,
public.
I'm done. I'm not doing this. Don't ever contact me again.
And there she goes. Danny, I think Jennifer hung up the phone.
Okay.
Danny, listen, it's really sweet that you believe in love at first sight and all that stuff, but you really got to respect people's boundaries, man.
Yeah, you're right. Look, maybe I just go back to the grocery store tonight and just try it again. And the universe is a crazy place, and I'm sure I'll be able to find someone. I just got to keep trying because you can't give up with love.
Yeah.
You just got to keep going, man. Just hang out in the frozen food section, and one day you will find that true love.
Do you guys really think so? Because I'll believe it if you guys believe it.
Yeah, true love is out there, man.
It's waiting for you, Danny.
That's really nice to hear, guys. Thanks so much.
And it might not be in the frozen food section. It could also be over by the condiments or the bathroom items. I don't know where it is, but it's in the grocery store, and you will find it. Trust me, I know you will.
Thank you so much. Remember how I said I would be your number 1 listener if you got Jennifer on the phone?
Yeah.
I will always be your number 1 listener for what you've done for me today.
Awesome.
You know what, Danny? A lot of people tell us that, and you're the only one I've ever fully believed.
Yeah.
I know that you were definitely going to be there.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
We the best music.
Text in at 78592 says Jubal should have given that guy the number to one of his therapists. Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Good idea.
It's a great idea, but those people have their work cut out for them. I don't need anybody taking their time away from me. Talking about today's second date update, this dude Danny wanted to call Jennifer. He was over the top, in love with her. He knew it right after the first date. She was the one, but she wasn't calling back. And we got her on the phone, and we found out that, yes, he was a little over the top, but also he got in touch with her parents in order to try to get him another date. And he convinced her mom that, like, he was the one for her, and even her mom was like, you need to go out with him again. So she obviously did not want to go out with him, and it creeped her out.
Dude, mom is desperate to get her daughter hooked up.
Yeah, seriously.
Whoa, mom, back off.
So they agreed to not go. Well, they didn't really agree. She said she's not going out with him again. He seemed to be okay with it. He also said that he will be a listener to this show forever because we were able to get her on the phone. And I believe him, because when it comes to passion, Danny is definitely a passionate dude.
He's committed.
He's definitely got that going for him.
Yep. And there's people texting in at 78592 who want a date with Danny, and I'm sure he probably already somehow has hacked into our text message board and found your number and will be calling you or your parents. So don't worry about it. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Move at 92.5.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone for a second date update today is a bit of a ladies' man.
Oh.
He spent his first date with 2 women.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Work, that's impressive.
One of them is named Jamie, and she's not calling him back now. The other is a hot little side piece he likes to call Mama. Yeah, he went out on a date with his mom
What
and
are
another girl.
you talking about?
I'll let him explain it. Ben, how you doing?
It's not. Hi. It wasn't as weird as it sounds. Okay.
If your mom was on a first date, it's as weird as it sounds.
No. You haven't heard the whole story yet. Don't judge until you've heard the whole thing.
All right, well, we'll get to the mom thing in just a second, because I'm also curious how your mom ended up on your first date. But first, let's talk about the girl that you want to call. Her name is Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie.
And how did you meet Jamie?
A dating app.
Okay, and what stood out about her?
Jamie. Oh man, Jamie. She has this like curly blonde hair and like beautiful like tan like skin like chocolate like beautiful milky tan milk.
I don't know why, Ben, but your description of her is creeping me out.
Why is it creeping you out?
I mean, I know tan skin, blonde hair, but the way you say it, it just sounds like you want to make like luggage out of her
I thought
skin.
he was being nice.
She's pretty. She's a pretty girl. I was enthralled by her beauty, but no, I'm not. I don't want to make luggage.
Okay.
Out of her skin.
All right.
Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
I don't know why, just the way you described it seemed like that. So you obviously thought she was attractive. And
Very much so.
how long did you guys talk on this app or whatever before you guys went out?
A couple exchanges a day for like a few days, maybe 3 or 4 days. But I was playing it cool, not texting back too fast, you know.
So what did you end up doing on your date?
So we met for drinks. She got a beer, which I think is cool. You know, cool for a lady to get a beer.
Again, your description of things really creeped me out. I don't know why.
He hasn't even brought his mom into the
I know.
situation yet, and you're already bagging on him,
I
man.
just picture you looking at her skin like, I could condition that like a nice leather. And then we had a drink, 2 drinks,
No,
a beer.
I'm not trying to creep anybody out. I'm just, I'm nervous. I'm telling the story.
I think you're doing just fine, Ben. Don't listen to him. You don't sound like a serial killer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So how did you go from beers to hanging out with your mom?
Okay, so we were going to get some beers, and then we were going to go see this play. All right, we're going to go see Death of a Salesman. And
Death. Got it. More death.
No, oh my gosh.
What is wrong with you, Ben?
Leave him alone.
Let him tell the story.
it's the name of the play. I can't change the name of the play. I didn't make the play. I thought it was Miller. I didn't.
Okay, so you took her to see Death of a Salesman. And then what?
Well, we're hanging out in the lobby. You know, we got our tickets, but I had a third ticket to the play. I have a friend in the show. He gave me 3 tickets. So I thought it'd be fun to surprise my date with my mom.
What?
Whoa.
It
You
what?
is that like a real thought you had? It'd be fun to surprise your date, your first date with your mom.
Well, I know my mom always wanted to see the play. And then I also thought, what a great person to have around as a buffer, so that it's not all the pressure's on me.
What universe are you living in? That this is fun and a date would enjoy talking to your mom.
I get nervous on dates, and it's a really good thing for me to have another person there to steal some of the thunder. And who better than my mom, who knows me.
Right, friends, maybe?
Yeah.
You're like another friend who could sell you a little bit?
I called a lot of my friends. They couldn't make it. My mom was the only one available.
I guess if anybody's going to be an advocate for you, it's probably your mom, right?
God.
She knows me, and on top of that, she's a huge theater buff, and she talked for hours about Arthur Miller, and that was great because I didn't have to do anything.
So what?
It sounds like the girl who's not calling you back must have had a wonderful time talking about Death of a Salesman with your mom.
Well, she seemed like she was having a fun time. She was laughing and enjoying the conversation. She seemed into it.
So if that moment wasn't awkward, was there any other awkward moments between you, your mom, and your date?
Well, there was one thing. It wasn't awkward for me. It maybe was awkward for my date, but we Ubered to the show, and I don't have a car, and so my mom gave us a ride home, but that might have been awkward.
So your mom dropped you off from your first date.
She didn't drop me off. She waited for me while I walked Jamie to the door.
So wait, did you go in for a first kiss at the door while your mom was sitting in the car?
No, I'm not that kind of guy.
Oh.
Yeah, silly.
I should have known that.
So how did you end things with her then? Did you give her a handshake, a hug?
I gave her a hug, but it was like an emotional hug. Like I think she knew that there was something more between us.
Okay, so you let her feel your emotions through your hug.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh,
And
man.
so how long has it been since your date that she hasn't called you?
It's like 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks. All right, that's a good amount of time. How many times have you tried to call her?
Maybe 4 or 5. Tops 5.
Okay.
Tops 5.
I don't think it was the best idea to go on a first date with your mother, but we'll find out. We'll play a song, come back, call your date, and find out why she's not getting back to you, okay?
All right.
All right. We'll get your second date update right after this.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
It's always good to be a little spontaneous when you're on a date.
Yeah.
And Ben, who's on the phone to do a second date update today, was very spontaneous on his date. Did something a little wild and unpredictable. He brought his mom along. And that's why we think he's not getting a call back from Jamie, who is the girl that he went out with. He took her to a play, and he had an extra ticket, so he gave that ticket to his mom. He says that his mom and his date actually bonded quite a bit, and he thinks that it didn't ruin anything at all. So we're about to find out what went wrong.
Okay, as a woman, I just want to tell you, when you go out on a date, you don't want to date someone and their mom. You just want to date them. You want to make sure that the umbilical cord has been cut.
I mean, I get it, but you weren't there. They loved each other. They were laughing and having a great time.
Well, Ben, when's the last time you heard from your mom?
I talked to her 2 hours ago. She loved Jamie.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay, well, I wondered if maybe they ran off together. It sounds like they had a better time than you had.
Well, hey, if they're hanging out, then that's awesome. I just hope I can hang out too.
He just wants in on the party.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial Jamie's phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out if that's the reason she's not calling you back, okay?
Okay, let's do this.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, I was looking for Jamie.
this is Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
You guys are the radio show?
Yes, that's it.
Oh my God.
Awesome. Most of the time when I call people, they have no idea who I am.
No, I mean, I've heard of you.
Awesome. That's good. Well, the reason I'm calling today is you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners.
Oh.
His name is Ben.
Oh. Okay.
Not as
And
much laughter.
Ben told us a little bit about your date. He said that he liked you a lot, but he can't figure out why it's been 2.5 weeks and you haven't returned any of his phone calls.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't know what to say.
Well, you could start off by maybe telling us if you liked him.
Yeah, I mean, he was really, really nice. He was a nice guy.
So you did like him. Let me ask you a more important question. What'd you think of his mom?
Oh my God. Oh my God. How did you know that?
Well, because Ben talked to us about your date. He told us how you guys went out for drinks and then went to go see a play, and his mom showed up before the play and then joined you guys on the date. And not only that, but dropped you off apparently at the end of the evening too.
That is romance.
Oh, wow.
What did you think when his mom walked into the lobby of the theater?
It was really weird.
Okay,
I can't
so
even imagine.
You're on the same page as we are
Yeah.
then. Because we tried to explain to him that's a strange move to do on a first date. And he was like, no, I swear, my mom and her hit it off. She thought it was great. She had a wonderful time.
Actually, that part was totally true. It was weird at first. It was weird at first. It was totally weird at first, but she was actually really, really cool. I'm really into theater, and she knows so much about theater and theater history, and she was like telling me all these stories. And
so you actually enjoyed your time with his mother.
I really did.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed his mom so much, why aren't you calling him back for another date? I mean, that could be your mother-in-law if you play your cards right.
I don't think that I should say.
Dude, I mean, we have to know. If it wasn't the mom, what could it be?
Oh, God. I don't want to hurt his feelings.
I think he's actually pretty resilient. We poked fun at him pretty hard when we talked to him, and he seemed to take it pretty well.
I don't know. It sounds pretty bad to me.
Well, here's the thing, right? Whenever somebody signs up to do one of these second date updates, we let them know that they might hear something they don't want to, right? Mm-hmm. So Ben is willing to hear whatever news it is that you have to say. We'll clean it up a little bit when we talk to him, sugarcoat it if we need to. But if you can just tell us what it is, at least he will know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. During the play, I was sitting in between them.
Oh my God, that's so awkward. I didn't realize that piece. I'm sorry.
No. Honestly, it was good. She was really great to talk to, and I liked talking to him too. So it really was okay. But about halfway through the play, she was whispering to me about the play and stuff, and then she said there was an actor in the play, the one that I guess got Ben the tickets, and he was, really cute, and Ben's mom was talking about him and commenting on it, and she said she thought we would, really hit it off, and that she wanted to set me up with Ben's friend.
What?
Wait a second.
Wait, hold up.
His mom is trying to set you up with somebody other than him?
On a date?
Yeah.
What?
Why would she do that?
That is awful.
I mean, I was a little surprised that she said that. I even said that I am on a date with your son. But she said, I know, but I've met this guy. He's really, really hot, and he's got a great personality. And she said after the show, she would take me backstage and introduce me to him.
Oh, my God.
I think his mom's trying to live vicariously through you, hoping that you'll hook up with this dude.
No, I didn't go backstage. I didn't meet him after the show, but at the end of the night, she gave me his phone number.
Oh my God, you called him. I know you did, because that cell was too good.
I did not call him. I didn't call him.
I don't believe you one bit.
I really didn't call.
What? Yeah, I would call. This guy sounds amazing.
Brooke!
I'm just saying. I don't know if the mom is willing to throw her son under the bus. There must be something magical about this man.
Later on, I did text him, and I haven't gone out with him yet, but I am supposed to.
Okay, so you have a date with his buddy who was in the play that you guys saw, and his mom is the one who set it up.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I know. I don't know.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
Hey, Jamie, that's Ben. This might be confusing, but Ben is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God.
Jamie, that didn't really happen, did it?
Ben, I didn't know you were on the phone.
I am on the phone, and I heard everything you just said.
Oh my god.
Well, Ben, you can't really be too mad at Jamie, right? You got to be more mad at your mom, I think, in this instance.
I don't know. The whole thing is poor Ben.
Mad at everyone.
Well, she didn't have to listen to my mom.
Very true.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she could have said no.
But come on.
I am so sorry that you had to hear it like this. I wouldn't have wanted that. But honestly, your mom was like, she really wanted me to meet this guy. I don't know.
Oh, man.
She kept, like, talking about his body and, like, how cool he is. And I
Oh, my God.
it was, like, all she was talking about. I don't...
My mom was talking of a bunch of actresses to me in the play. I'm not going to, like, hit them up and call everybody.
Well, you brought your mom on the date, Ben. I mean, you kind of sealed your own fate with that.
Oh.
She loves the theater. I told her just talk about the theater. That's it.
Well, she really was. She was talking about that actor. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
And he's a good friend of mine.
Oh man.
Ben, you can't win at all in this.
I really don't know what to say. I'm really sorry, Ben. I mean, I am going out with him, but if it doesn't work out, who knows?
Oh, well, there you go,
Jamie.
Ben. Hey, Ben. Well, I guess, Jamie, would you like to go out on a second date with Ben? We will pay for it.
Come on, Jamie. He was your first pick. You can put this other guy off until after you do one more date. Give Ben the chance.
Honestly, at this point, I think I'm going to go with the hot actor.
Sorry.
What? Come on!
I'm really sorry, Ben. I want to see where this goes. Your mom was very confident that it was the right move.
I cannot believe this happened. I'm so pissed at my mom.
Yeah. Seems like you need to have conversations with a few people, Ben.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 said the only winner in that second date update was the mom. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Talking about today's second date update, this guy Ben wanted to call a girl named Jamie to try to figure out why she wasn't calling him back after they went on a date to the theater. And they actually went on the date to the theater, and his mom came along because he's good friends with his mom. She likes the theater. He had an extra ticket.
Yeah.
Kind of weird to take a first date out with your mother. But the real reason she wasn't calling back was because the mom was trying to hook her up with the dude that was in the play, who both her and her son knew. She's like, yeah, my son's cool, but what about the guy in the play? He's hot, right? You should totally go out with him instead of my son. And she listened and was like trying to hook up with that dude instead of Ben.
I can't imagine what it feels like to be blocked by your mom.
By your own
I know.
Like,
she's supposed to be the ultimate wing woman.
Right?
Right?
Exactly.
Like, he's the best. He was
he's
always
supposed
a
to tell
good boy.
It sounds like
embarrassing
she-
stories about what a lovely person he is.
Wants to keep him single as long as possible so he has no other women in his life other than mama. That's probably what it is. You know, if your mom does something like that to you, you can always sue. I don't know if you'd have a
Suing
case,
your
really.
mom?
Yeah, why not? You can call my friends at advocateslaw.com and ask them about it. It's free for a consultation, and you don't pay anything unless you win. So if you can sue your mom over something like that, they'll let you know, and they'll take it on, and they will give your mom the lawsuit that she deserves. But if they can't, they'll be like, no, sorry, you don't have a case on that. But what you can do also is call them if you've been in a car accident or something like that and you're being bullied by your insurance company, because insurance doesn't like to just hand out money. So get a hold of my friends at advocateslaw.com. It's 206-512-3555. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And like I said, you don't pay anything to at least just ask them a question if you have a case. It's advocateslaw.com, 206-512-3555. It's $1,000 Thanksgiving. That means another $1,000 will be given away in just 4 minutes at 8 o'clock.
Moving 92.5.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's second date update is going to be a challenge.
Okay.
I'm going to issue a challenge to everybody in studio.
We're ready.
Because we've done a lot of second date updates where the people have bonded over their dogs.
Mm-hmm.
This one, we got an email from a dude named Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. They bonded over their dogs. We'll talk to him in a second. But the challenge is to not make any dog jokes because we've done this a bunch and we always make the same jokes. So let's see if we can get through this without making dog jokes.
But that's what we do good is we retell the same jokes over and over and
I know.
over again until there's no humor left in them at all.
I know, and I think we've run the course on dog jokes, so we have to try not to do it. It's going to be rough. See, I couldn't even help it. I did it. It's going to be very difficult. I should have used a different word. But Shane is on the phone for a second date update. What's up, Shane? How are you?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. So your email said that the girl you want to call today, you guys bonded over dogs?
Yeah, well, we met on Tinder.
Okay.
And that was kind of our main thing is we...
It's kind of like the dog park of dating apps, so it makes sense. People just sniffing each other's butts left and right.
Yeah.
I made a dog joke. Damn it.
Yeah, you can't help it. It's
Yeah.
all right. Let's move past it.
All right.
Did you both have things about your dog on your Tinder profile?
We both had pictures of our dogs in our profile. So,
Okay.
like, to me, that's a good sign. I like to date dog owners because my dog, Charlie, is like, like a major part of my life.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
So when a girl has a photo of a dog, you're like, bam, at least we already know we have that in common.
Yeah, you have a similar interest, unless their dog's an a-hole when you meet them.
Which happens, but...
Right, but then you know immediately that you don't want to date them because if they're a bad dog owner, that's even worse than someone who doesn't even own a dog.
Yeah, and a lot of times if someone has a big dog, that means that they're kind of going to be big too.
Yeah. Dogs are a lot like the owners. What's the name of the human that you went out with, though?
Her name's Alana.
Alana, all right. And did she hit you up on Tinder or you hit her up?
I think I hit her up.
Okay, you don't really remember. Did you guys end up going somewhere with your dogs?
Yeah, we did. We went on a date to this bar that lets you bring your dogs there.
Yeah.
It's like a dog patio.
Okay,
Really?
yeah. Those places are cool if you have a dog. If you don't have a dog and you wander into one of them, it's the most annoying place ever. So,
Exactly.
did you guys have a good time there?
I thought we had a great time. We got along really well. Our dogs were getting along. My dog humped her dog.
Okay. I guess they were really getting along. You're like, hey, man,
You're like,
too soon.
wait for that. We gotta invite her over for Netflix first, man. Come on,
I actually did make a joke. I was like, don't worry, I'm not like my dog.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. And was there any awkward moments at drinks?
I mean, she was on her phone a lot, which is a little annoying, but that's just kind of like the modern world we live in. So I don't think it interrupted our conversation. Other than that, it was pretty chill.
Is that Charlie?
Yeah. Charlie.
Yeah, tell him to shut up. We're doing a second date update right now. Yeah, it's not his moment to shine. He just wants to see that other dog again. He's all fired up. He's like, man, why isn't she calling back?
He moved too fast.
Yeah.
Charlie was too fast, man.
How did everything end with her? Did it seem like she liked you?
Yeah, I thought it went really well. Like, the date was like 4 or 5 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah. Then it ended with kind of a nice, sweet kiss at the end, and I invited her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a gentleman. I wasn't being creepy. It was just a normal thing. I invited her over. She declined. I took that very, smoothly, and then we went our separate ways, thinking I would see her again.
Did she decline like she was offended, or was it just like a no? I don't.
No, it was just kind of like, I have to go to work in the morning. This has been nice. Let's talk again another day.
Yeah, if I come over to your place, I don't know what I would do. I would be up until the wee hours of the morning. Because...
What? She has a southern accent?
Yeah,
right
in my
now?
mind she does right now. Just in that one moment she does.
I could see where that's a good sign too, though, that you spent so much time together. Because when you have a dog with you, if you need an out, your dog's the out, right? Like, oh, my dog isn't feeling well. My dog isn't.
Yeah, my dog's sick, or I have to go feed my dog.
Totally. I mean, 4 or 5 hours together is a really positive sign that she was enjoying herself.
That's why I'm confused, because we were texting nonstop before, and then it's just like nothing. I haven't heard from her. So I'm like, what? Did you move? Did you lose your phone?
That has to be what it is. She must have moved.
Yeah.
She must have moved to work. There's no cell service. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there anything that you can think of? Any reason that she doesn't want to go out with you again?
Is it because my dog humped her dog?
Could be.
I don't know. Was she thinking I was using my dog as like like some weird way to pick up chicks? I don't. If I had to dig, that's the only thing I could think of. I'm a gentleman otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You've said that a few times now, which means it must be true. All right. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, okay?
All right.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, I have to say I'm proud of us. Well, I'd say proud of you guys, actually.
Yeah,
We're on the second part of today's second date update. Shane is on the phone. He wants to call a girl named Alana. They bonded over their dogs. And at the beginning of the whole thing, I was like, no dog jokes, because we always do really bad dog jokes. I was like, I think we've run out.
Yeah.
And you guys have been very good. So far, there's only been a few really bad dog jokes, and those came from me, and I apologize.
I've been
Yeah,
thinking about
and-
some. I've been holding them in, though.
His
Yeah, thank
dog
you.
even humped her dog, and we let go of
I
it.
know. It was amazing.
I mean, we all moved on.
Yeah, and I screwed it up a few times, and I apologize. But I'll try to do better in this part of the second date update.
I almost said bark right there.
Yeah.
See. But Shane is on the phone. He met Alana on Tinder. They went out to the dog park with their dogs and then went to a dog-friendly bar. There was an awkward moment where his dog humped her dog, but he doesn't think it's a big deal. They ended the night with a kiss, but now she's not calling him back, and he has no idea why, and we're about to give her a call. Shane, can you think of any other reason, or you're still like at a loss why she's not wanting to go out with you again?
No, I can't think of anything.
It could be simply that she found another option. I mean, that's the thing with Tinder is that there's always a better option out there, or at least you think that there is, right?
Right. I mean, I'm a good guy. I'm not the most perfect person in the world, but I've never had trouble getting a second date.
And you know what,
Okay.
Shane? Even with your imperfections, we still like you.
Hey, I appreciate that.
All right. I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi. May I speak to Alana?
Speaking.
Hey, Alana. How are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
No way, really?
Yeah. How are you? You know us?
Yeah, of course I do.
That's cool. What's up? How does it feel to talk to celebrities?
Celebrities that are always shocked that anyone knows our name.
Yeah.
It's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you listen to the show?
Sometimes.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, number one fan.
Yep. Huge listener to the show right here.
Sorry.
Well, Alana, I'm calling you today because somebody emailed us to do a second date update with you.
What is that?
You clearly are a big listener to the show. We do it like
I'm sorry, I've heard you guys here and there, and I don't know. Can you tell me specifically what it is?
Yeah, I can. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody, right? And then you end up blowing them off after, they email us to get you on the phone and find out why. Does that ring a bell?
I think I've heard you guys do something like that before. Okay.
Yeah, we do a lot of them. And today, somebody named Shane emailed us to get a hold of you.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You went out with Shane to the dog park and then hung out at a dog bar with your dogs.
Oh my God, really? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
What's wrong?
He likes you.
Oh, does he now?
Okay.
Yeah. Enough to email us and ask us to call you and find out what's wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Why would you think he doesn't like you?
You know what? I'm just gonna lay it down. I really have no interest in seeing that guy. Again.
Really?
Sorry. Yeah.
Why?
But you hung out with him for 4 or 5 hours, he said.
Yeah, I mean, he was nice for a grand total of 5 hours. Anybody can be nice for 5 hours. He's not a nice guy.
We asked him about your date, and he couldn't think of one thing that went wrong.
I'll tell you what happened. I went home after our date, and I looked him up on social media because, you finally get their name, right, when you go on a date with them.
Right.
So I finally found his Facebook.
Okay.
And I go on his Facebook, and he's updated his status. He updated it that night that we went out to single, which tells me that he wasn't single until after our date.
Did he? So are you saying
and
that he
didn't
just?
tell me, like, he wasn't straight with me?
Wait, are you sure? What if he just forgot to change it after he broke up with his girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever he was dating?
See, that's what I thought. But then I looked at the comment section of his post, and some girl wrote, "Hey, you a**hole, thanks for breaking up with me via Facebook status."
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Was it a friend of his joking around, or do you know if that was actually his ex-girlfriend?
It had to be his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's really angry.
Yeah.
She's really mad.
And why would you give him the benefit of the doubt that it even was a friend? Like, if I went on one date with one guy and I saw that on his Facebook page, I wouldn't even take the time to figure out if it was a friend. That's too big of a red flag, man.
And that's why I'm not texting him back.
Well, that's surprising. I mean, that's pretty special. You guys went on one date, and then he went and broke up with his girlfriend. Who knows how long they were together? I mean, that shows that you definitely mean a lot to him.
You know what? I'm not walking down that road. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not that kind of person.
And you don't want to date someone that dumps people via Facebook.
Maybe if he had been straight with me from the get-go, then we might have had a different conversation about it, but I'm not going to do that.
I agree, and I don't like it when people hide things and when they're not upfront with people, and that's why I feel like it's a little late to tell you this, but Shane is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Shane, are you still there?
Yep, I'm right here. Hi, Alana.
Wait a minute. What is going on here? Why did you guys call me to do this?
Because Shane wanted to talk to you, and I only listen to Shane. Sorry.
Shane, take a hint, man. Are you kidding me?
No.
I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, just hold. I know that it looks bad, but like I'm not the type of person that would ever want to cheat on someone. So for me,
Well, your Facebook profile would tell me otherwise, man. Are you kidding me?
Look, when we hung out, you have to admit we had a good time. Everything went well. So
Yeah, but you're a liar. You lied to me then, and you just lied to me again, dude.
okay, you're getting a little worked up over this. Just let me explain myself before I get bashed on the radio.
By all means, explain yourself.
Whenever I'm in a relationship with someone and I meet someone else that I like, it wouldn't feel right for me to pursue that person unless that previous relationship was over. So in my opinion, I think I actually did the right thing. I did the gentlemanly thing by...
How is making out with me the gentlemanly thing?
And even back it up before then. Not to pile on you, Shane, but you were actively looking for dates on Tinder while you had a girlfriend, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
But clearly what I was in, for me, was over weeks ago.
So why wouldn't you tell the girl that to her face?
Because I don't like to be single right now. So it's like
Oh, I see.
When I met Alana, we got along better than I did with my ex-girlfriend. So I don't really see what the problem is here.
Are you being serious? You keep saying your ex-girlfriend, but she was your girlfriend still when you went out with me.
Yeah, technically, when we went on our date, she was, but a few hours later, she wasn't.
Oh my gosh, Shane! No, that's no point. That's low, man. You're a dog.
So if I would have broken up with her at 3 and we went on our date at 4, that would have been fine. But if we went on a date around 4 and I broke up with her at 10, then I'm a dog.
No, Shane. You shouldn't be. You don't have a Tinder account when you're in a relationship. That's where the dog part starts.
Thank you.
You do what you do if you're in a relationship that's already over and hanging by a thread.
It's not over, man. Just end it then. And then you broke up with her on Facebook? That's low.
I needed someone to help me move on. So when I met you, Alana, I thought, oh, this girl could help me.
Okay, that sounds way worse. You could help me get over my current girlfriend.
I mean, hey, seriously, you have the attitude. How do I know that you wouldn't do that to me later? Like, I don't know, in a week and a half when you're still on Tinder.
The main thing is, Alana, we got along. Our dogs got along. I think that we can give this a second chance.
I do too, Shane. You know, I'm on your side here. Alana, would you like to go out with Shane again on a second date? This time he is extremely single.
Yeah.
We will pay for it.
Are you sure that he's single? I haven't checked his Facebook profile today.
Shane, are you completely single now?
I'm completely single.
Okay, yeah, I trust Shane's every word. So, Alana, yes, Shane is completely single. We will pay for the date.
You know what? You can pay for me to go on a date with myself for putting me through this.
I think that's a no.
See, that's not cool to me because I explained to you how it worked, what happened. I was completely honest.
Except about the fact that you had a girlfriend. I don't think so.
Yeah, he was honest when he got called out, Alana. What's the problem?
Expectations dating now are insane, and it's kind of hard for guys to keep up.
Shane, I feel you. It is difficult for dudes. Like, expectations are, like, everybody wants you to not have a girlfriend when you're trying to sleep with someone else. It's such a pain. Yeah. I don't know. What women want is just unattainable.
Well, you two can feel each other all the way home. I'm good.
We might need to do that, Shane. So,
I got my dog, and my dog is really the best wingman out there, so I'm good.
Hey, Shane, I have an idea. Why don't you ask your dog to teach you how to lick yourself? Because at this rate, you are going to be single for a very long time.
Whatever. Good luck finding the perfect man that doesn't exist.
good luck, Alana, finding a dude that doesn't have a girlfriend who's going to go on a date with you. Well, Shane,
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Shane, I'm sorry you're not going to say anything.
Well, thanks for trying. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And I thought it was going to work out. Doggone it. Yeah. We knew we had to do one more dog joke. Just one more.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Normally, when we do second date updates, it's been like a couple weeks since somebody hasn't gotten a call back.
Right.
But we got an email from a dude who wants answers now. And his date happened last night.
Patience,
So
sir.
he emailed us and asked if we could do a second date update for him right away. His name is Adam, and he's on the phone right now. Adam, why couldn't you wait a couple days to do your second date update?
I really want to know what happened like really soon because I'm really afraid that I did something really wrong. So I gotta have help.
Hold on. I feel like you need some chill is what you need in your life.
Well, honestly, I'm pretty sure once you hear this story, you'd want to know too.
All right, well, let's get into the story then. You went out with this girl literally last night.
Yeah.
Okay, and how did you meet her?
So I was at a coffee shop and kind of did one of those like random, cheesy, hopefully romantic things that worked out, and it worked out really well.
What was it? I need to know your trick.
Yeah, so I was in front of her, and she was really cute, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try and buy this girl a coffee. And so I told the cashier, I was like, I'm going to buy this girl's coffee. And I turned to her and asked, I was like, is that okay? And she said, yeah, and smiled. And I thought that was a good sign, but I wanted to make sure she knew it wasn't just one of those, like, nice pay-it-forward moments. So when they asked what name to put on the cup, I said, you can put my name on my cup, but I said to put my phone number on hers.
Ooh, sly.
And so I was like, hey, I hope you enjoy the coffee, but, no pressure. If you're interested, here's my number, and I hope to hear from you.
Dude, I'd call you back too. That is smooth.
And there's no instant obligation. Right?
I'm pretty sure 98% of women would fall for that move.
Yeah, I think she's in that 98% because it worked. She gave me a text.
Yeah.
How quick did she text you back after you bought that coffee for her?
That day, not too far thereafter.
Nice. All right. So what happened on your date? Why do you need to do a second date update right now? It hasn't even been 24 hours.
So we went to a place for happy hour. We wanted to keep it kind of, keep it casual. And it was a good start that she was like, well, you bought a drink for me. Let me buy a drink for you. I was like, oh, this is a great start. So,
dude, she's even good at the moves. That is a good move on her part.
Yeah, so we're talking and hanging out, past a drink, getting some appetizers. And so there's good conversation, and we start talking about just random stuff, talking about how, all these small plates and how I like the snack, and she talking about throughout the day she loves the snack too. And I don't know where it came from, but we started talking about yogurt.
Ooh, you guys had the yogurt talk on a first date? Man. Yeah.
Is it
What's next?
Greek or non-fat? What do you like?
I told this super lame story about how I didn't like it at first, and now I love it, and I can't go through a day without it. And we were talking about favorite flavors, and this is where it started and stopped was I was like, oh, I just really like plain Greek yogurt. And I kid you not, I finished the word yogurt and she starts crying.
Cry?
What? Out of the blue?
Literally, I'm telling you, and I've run through the story a million times. I finished the word yogurt and she is crying. And so I mean, it was such a quick thing that I was like looking around. Did something happen I didn't know? And I said, I'm sorry, like, did I say something wrong? And she didn't really answer me. And I said, I made some joke about saying Greek yogurt, which said it again, which is evidently something I shouldn't have said again because she started crying even more.
What?
And
wow.
She's like, it's too tangy for me. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
And so she started to get up and is like, I'm sorry, I have to go. And I'm like, really? And she turns to leave. And I honestly, I feel kind of bad now, but I get up to follow her. And I was like, I'm sorry. Is there anything that you need? Like, did I say something wrong? I'm stammering through everything that I can. And she literally told me, I'm sorry, I just have to go. And I, of course, let her go because I'm not going to follow her any more than that. And that was honestly the last time I've seen or heard from her.
Wow. Why do you think she started crying when the topic of yogurt was brought up?
I have no idea.
Okay, wait, I mean, did something else happen, though, that coincided with the yogurt topic? Like she got a text or...
And that's what I thought. The first time I said, I looked around, there had to be some other factor in this conversation or this moment that led to this, but I keep hearing the word yogurt over and over in my head.
Well, it was a cold, callous thing to say to her, that you like Greek yogurt. I mean, I'm sticking up for her on that, but I really have no idea why she would have started crying then.
Yeah, and hopefully it makes you understand why I was like, I need help with this almost immediately.
Okay.
Well, have you tried to get a hold of her? I mean, did you hit her up after and be like, is everything okay?
Yeah, I sent her a text and it was basically kind of non-committal and supportive, saying, I hope everything's okay. Let me know if you need anything. But yeah. I don't know if even that was the wrong thing to do.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and find out why the topic of Greek yogurt made her cry so hard that she walked out on your date. In your second date update right after this, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Why in the world would Greek yogurt make somebody cry? We're hopefully going to find that out if you're just joining us for today's second date update. Adam is on the phone, and he met a girl that he really liked at a coffee shop. They met up for drinks, and during their date, he said everything was going fine, and then they got into a conversation about yogurt for some reason. He brought up the fact that he likes plain Greek yogurt, and then she cried, got up from the table, walked out to her car, and left, and hasn't talked to him since. Now, it hasn't been a long time. It was just last night. But he's so confused that he wants to do a second date update right now. Adam, I never got her name from you. What is it?
Yeah, it's Kristen.
Kristen, okay.
And there wasn't you were having a conversation and you weren't listening to what she was saying, and she was actually talking about her dog dying, and you just happened to be talking about yogurt or something, right?
She asked me what my favorite flavor was, and that was when I said plain Greek yogurt, and that was it.
Okay, so you know that it was in line with the conversation.
Yeah, no, I am positive. I'm a good listener. It was a good conversation, and I am 100% positive that I was paying attention.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we'll dial her phone number right now, see if she answers, and see if we can find out why, okay?
Cool.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Kristen?
Yes.
Thank God you're okay. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What? Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Yeah. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because we got an email from a friend of yours who is very concerned. Well, I don't know how much of a friend he is, actually.
Yeah.
His name is Adam, and you apparently went out with him last night.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why. Normally, people wait a couple weeks or a month to email us, but he emailed us and wanted us to get a hold of you because apparently you walked out of your date crying last night, and he has no idea why.
I told him that he should wait a little bit longer because you're probably embarrassed.
No, I'm not really embarrassed. I mean, do you really want to get into it?
You're not embarrassed to break down in tears when talking about Greek yogurt? And then...
Oh, he told you what we were talking about?
Yeah. He said that he thought everything was going well until the topic of yogurt came along. And he brought up the fact that he enjoys playing Greek yogurt. And that's when you started to cry and then left.
I mean, it's just something I do.
Wait, what do you mean? It's like every time you go to the grocery store and you walk by the aisle, you're just in tears?
No, it has really nothing to do with Greek yogurt. It's just this thing I do, like, if I'm just not feeling it. I mean, I wasn't really feeling the date. I was kind of over it. And I just decided, like, I'm just going to start crying and he'll freak out and he won't want to touch it after that. And so I just left.
What? You're using crying as an out on a date?
You can just do that?
It works because so many guys just don't know what to do and they don't want to deal with it. They think I'm crazy.
No, that's actually a really good idea. If you were to just start crying on a date and be like, I have to go, I'd be like, I'm not going to argue with that. Get out of here. Go do whatever it is that you have to do.
Yeah, guys don't want to deal with it. They think that there's something wrong with you. You're fragile, you're crazy, and they just don't want to deal with it.
Oh my
You're
God,
you're like an evil genius.
It works.
But why didn't you like your date so much? I mean, he sounded like a really nice guy.
Nice? I mean, not really. He wasn't really that nice. I actually thought he was kind of a pig.
Whoa, really?
Okay.
Like, what kind of a pig? Well, there's different levels of pig. I mean...
What are you saying? Like potbelly? Is that what you want to
Well,
know?
I mean, did you feel like he was just disheveled and dirty? Did you feel like he was, like, unkempt? Did you feel like there was another part of him that was like a male chauvinist pig? There's all kinds of pigs.
You do bring up... No, he brings up a good point.
Definitely chauvinist.
Chauvinist, okay.
Sexist.
He's sexist. What did he do that was sexist?
We were talking about things in school, and I was talking about how, like, you know, I went to school for, like, math, and he said, oh, wow, you know, most girls aren't good at math. That's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, stupid.
Yeah, that is
Most
dumb.
girls aren't good at math. That is pretty stupid because every girl that I cheated off of in high school to get to pre-algebra was really good at math.
To get to pre-algebra.
Yeah.
Those
And
sixth graders I
a-
was cheating off of
they
when I
were-
was a junior.
They were 8th graders and I was a senior.
Okay.
And most of them were female and they were really good at math. And me being a man, I was terrible at it. So I would never say that.
Did you tell him that you were offended by him saying that?
I let that one go for a second. I was like, okay, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. And then we started talking about cars, and like I was saying how I had to get a repair on my car, and I was talking to the mechanic, and he was like thinking that I couldn't handle myself at a mechanic shop, and why didn't you do it? And do you want me to help you? You know, girls are always victims at these things, and I'm like, cool, I got it.
Yeah. I don't blame you for pulling the crying card at this point.
Yes, like, you know, after all that, then we were talking about careers and work, and then he said, you know, you're so pretty, you don't need to work.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, at that point I was like, he already thinks I'm some fragile little girl, so let me just let the tears flow.
I know. In his mind, he's like, there it is. I knew she was a woman deep down. Good at math, good at cars, whatever. I knew the tears were going to come. That's all right, sweetheart. Kristen, thank you for telling us a little bit about why you weren't calling Adam back and why you fake cried in the middle of the date.
Yeah.
I do have to tell you, though, that Adam is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, how can you fake crying to get out of something you don't want to deal with?
I mean, if you're going to be clueless about the things that you say, like, it's just going to get all ugly and awkward. Because I was getting irritated, and I didn't want to let my bad side come out and start putting you in your place.
Listen, I mean, I'm just trying to give you compliments, and the response is to, like, lie about it and make me worried about you?
Compliments? You think that's a compliment? You were saying that I'm smart for a girl. Like,
oh my God.
That is not cool. What am I supposed to say to that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I was telling you how smart you were.
For a girl, like, do you not see how you're coming across? It's so chauvinist and sexist. No girls like that.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, like, I really do think you're smart for a girl.
Oh my God, Adam!
The point
Do you not
is-
realize in saying that you're saying that all men are smarter than women?
What? No, there's guys smart and girls smart. There's two different kinds of people.
Oh my! Are you like you're ignorant?
So wait, I'm confused. Like, you're gonna say that guys and girls just aren't like naturally wired differently? Guys kind of have, they're predisposed to math. And if a girl's smart at it, then great. I mean, I don't know how that's a bad thing.
No, the only reason men excel at math and science is because they're actually pushed into those fields and encouraged to do those things, where we live in an antiquated society where for years females have been told that they can't do that stuff.
I guess that's kind of my point. So that's exactly right. Like, I'm a guy, so I have to be good at math and science. But if I'm as pretty as Kristen, I can be a pretty girl and things can come to you. It's just kind of it's like lucky that she's that way. I wish I didn't have to do the things I have to do.
Adam, do you even hear the nonsense coming out of your mouth? You sound like a total moron.
You sound more than a moron. You sound someone who is legitimately living back in 1950.
Dude, I feel like I need help. I have 2 women attacking me and all these guys just listening. Like, guys, I thought you'd be there to help. I mean, seriously?
Yeah, you're on your own on this one. Yeah, you hung yourself out to dry a long time ago. You can deal with that. I'm good. I can watch.
The other guys in the room actually believe in, I don't know, equality. It's a weird concept that some people buy into.
Listen, I believe in equality too, but between men and women, things are just different. Some things girls just have easier because they're pretty.
But not all pretty women just get money thrown at them. It doesn't work that way.
Well, some do. I mean, let's be honest, there are some that do. There are some pretty dudes that get money thrown at them too. I don't know how they do it. I am jealous of all of pretty people for getting money thrown at them. But Adam, you can see why she didn't really like your date, can't you?
I don't know. I guess we're just not a good match because I don't think I did anything wrong.
And that's the problem. That right there is exactly the problem.
Oh my God, Adam, I feel so sorry for you.
Well, that sounds like you might be interested in going out with him again, Kristen. I'm not as smart as a girl, but
not.
I am picking up on a vibe. Would you like to go out with Adam one more time on a second date? We will pay for it.
Definitely not.
But we'll pay for it. I have the money that you might not have, Kristen.
Because us little women, how could we ever make ends meet?
Can't say no to that.
Oh no, I don't want to get money thrown at me because I'm pretty.
Well, I'll throw it your way if you want to go out with Adam again.
No, thank you.
Oh, all right. Sorry, Adam. I tried to get you a second date there.
Doesn't sound like it.
What are you talking about? I tried to appeal to her womanly sensibilities of wanting to get money for free, and it didn't work.
Whatever. I'm done with this.
All right. Well,
too bad.
Regardless, thank you for emailing us to do a second date update, okay?
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to turn to you guys for help again.
He's stubborn like a typical man.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The song's not bad for a chick.
Oh my God.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Don't make me hit you
Talking
too.
about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Adam wanted to call a girl named Kristen who wasn't calling him back after their date. She actually broke into tears on the date and left. We got her on the phone and found out that's her go-to move. When she doesn't like a date, she cries and then leaves because most of the time guys don't want to call a girl back if she does that. The reason that she didn't like the date was because Adam is a sexist. Big time. And he doesn't know it.
Yeah,
He thinks he's giving her compliments. He's like, you're really smart for a girl.
And I like how he said, I believe in equality, just not for men and women.
Yeah. I believe in equality for other things, but when it comes to men and women, we're too different, and ladies can simply not handle themselves out in the regular world, and they need a man to guide them.
Oh my God, thank goodness for
So,
him.
They decided to not go out again. Well, she decided to not go out with him again. Which is weird, a woman standing up and making a decision.
Oh, man.
Progress is true, people.
Yeah, get back in the kitchen, lady.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.